Yes. We're here with Sierra Wiliams. She is a libertarian and she is from Utah. She likes to defend liberty. The causes of liberty are dear to her heart. I'd like to ask you, do you think Hillary should be prosecuted?
Yes.
Did she delete 30,000 emails that were subpoenaed to her, and then she, instead of following the subpoena order, deleted them?
Yes, I believe she did.
And she also hammered the cell phones of her and her staff. Like, I don't know how many cell phones were destroyed so that the investigation couldn't proceed.
That's correct.
And she had her own private server so that the citizens couldn't use FOIA requests to get her public service account in her email, and consequently, she had a lot of classified material on this private server, which represents gross negligence and is also a crime, as I understand it, right?
That's correct.
So she approved the sale of 20% of our uranium to a Russian company, and suspiciously enough, her husband started to get bigger speaking fees, and her nonprofit got a lot of donations. And so it kind of seems, on the surface of it, something to investigate, like pay to play, and so I would think that should be investigated as well, don't you?
I would agree.
And the most important thing I think here is that she hired Fusion GPS to get dirt on Trump, opposition research dirt, and that's correct, right?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
And then Fusion GPS, it's on record, hired Christopher Steele, a British spy, and he got a lot of salacious, unverified material about Trump and Carter Page from Russian sources.
I haven't heard of that, but I don't doubt it.
So, in effect, Hillary and the DNC, by paying Fusion GPS to get salacious and unverified material, dirt on Trump, were able to collude with the Russians. The big deal about, so it seems like Hillary is the one that's colluding with colluded with the Russians. So far, we don't know if Trump was also, but there's no evidence.
I agree completely.
So, the worst and last thing that I can say about all this episode is that by creating this dossier with this unverified, salacious material, Hillary Clinton and the DNC were able to get the government to surveil their opponent, Donald Trump. Now, doesn't that give them a big advantage? Because then later they could make public the information by leaks, and in fact they have harnessed the power of the government to spy on their opponent.
Yes, it would definitely give them a big advantage.
And that, if we permit that in our country, that one candidate can harness the power of the government to spy on the other, our democracy is finished, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So Sierra, I'm glad that you're up to date with this and you've permitted me to interview you on this subject. Is there something that you would like to add about the subject?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Well, we're really happy that you are become a libertarian and are defending liberty. Is there something you would like to say with that regard?
If you didn't come to LibertyCon this year, come next year because it's an amazing experience.
Well, you all know how much I appreciate your succinct answers because our time is running out. So you've made it possible to do a complete interview in a short amount of time. Thanks.
No problem.
And we hope you get a chance to see this interview on janhelfeld.youtube.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sierra.